Bosnia-Herzegovina, also known as Bosnia, is a country on the Balkan Peninsula in southern Europe. The country with its capital city of Sarajevo borders Serbia, Montenegro, and Croatia. The population is estimated at around 4 million. Bosnia is known as a place where East meets West, a country that is rebuilding after a war of ethnic cleansing. Although there was a war of ethnic cleansing of Muslims from 1992 to 1995, Islam remains the majority religion and has grown very rapidly to this day. There used to be around 4 million Bosnian Muslims. During the Bosnian War in 1992, many Bosnian Muslims left their country. According to a census conducted in 2013, around 51% or equivalent to 1.8 million people of the total population of the country are Muslim. The majority of Bosnian Muslims are Sunni Muslims, although there are several small Shia Muslim communities in the country. Other major religions are Eastern Orthodox Christianity and Roman Catholicism. The level of religiosity of Muslims in Bosnia is quite good. This is reflected in a survey conducted by the Pew Research Center based in Washington, D.C. several years ago. More than 80% of Muslim respondents in Bosnia and Herzegovina admitted to carrying out religious activities in their daily lives. In the past, in the Middle Ages, the region was the scene of conflict and struggle for influence between the Catholic West Romans, the Orthodox East Romans, and another Christian sect called the Bogomils. This sect mainly consisted of the upper class of Bosnian society. It was only in 1465 and 1481 that the Ottoman Caliphate succeeded in conquering Bosnia and Herzegovina. The Bogomil followers converted to Islam in droves so that the religion disappeared. The conversion mostly occurred because of the equality offered by Islam. If they converted to Islam, they would get the same high position as other Muslims. However, if they remained in their ancestral religion, they would have the status of those who lost in the war and were subject to Islamic rules. The Ottoman sultans also protected the rights of non-Muslims in the conquered territories to live normally and worship. During the Ottoman Empire, the city of Sarajevo became the center of political, educational, and cultural activities of the community. Dozens of mosques and hundreds of public schools were built. By the mid-1500s, Sarajevo had a fairly modern city layout, complete with an irrigation system, public health facilities, and tourist destinations. Sarajevo is taken from the Turkish language, namely Sharat, which means palace, and Ovas, which means open land. The Ottomans continued to control Bosnia until the end of the 19th century. After that, the 51,000 square kilometers country became part of the Yugoslav Federation until the Declaration of Independence on March 1, 1992. Today, Bosnia-Herzegovina is a sovereign country. In the past, the various ethnic groups in Bosnia and Herzegovina, namely Bosniaks, Serbs, and Croats, lived side by side peacefully until the outbreak of World War I in 1914, when Serbia claimed Bosnia and Herzegovina since 1878. According to some historians, the nationalist groups of Serbs and Croats, who were Orthodox and Catholic Christians respectively, never accepted the Bosniaks as a separate ethnic group and tried to assimilate the Bosnian Muslims into their respective cultures. In 1992 to 1995, there was a mass murder by the Serbian army against ethnic Muslims. The Bosnian War in the former Yugoslavia became the worst conflict in Europe since World War II. It claimed 100,000 lives and left more than 2 million people homeless. All Muslim homes were destroyed. Men were rounded up, paraded, and killed in front of their families. Women and children were raped, buried alive, or subjected to other inhumane acts. When they were identified as Bosniaks, they were taken to a field, school, gymnasium, warehouse, abandoned factory, or nearby forest to be executed. Sometimes, victims were asked to dig a hole that would later become their own grave before being shot. The massacre of more than 8,000 Muslims, as well as the mass expulsion of 25,000 to 30,000 Bosnian civilians, took place. In addition to the massacre, Muslim places of worship were also destroyed. Finally, in 1995, the war ended. The Bosnian and Herzegovinian nation then began to rebuild its country to get out of the multidimensional crisis situation. Travnik, a city located 80 kilometers from Sarajevo, was once the capital of Bosnia and Herzegovina during the Ottoman Empire, precisely from 1703 to 1850. One of the relics there is the Carigrad fortress, which although built in the 14th century during the Ottoman era, still stands strong today. In addition to the fortress, there is the Serena Mosque or Suleiman Mosque in the city of Travnik. This mosque is unique because it uses oil paint and glaze from 30,000 eggs to create its intricate decorations. Unlike other Ottoman-style mosques, the Serena Mosque has many bright floral paintings on each of its walls. This is the Star-Most Bridge, a Bosnian icon located over the Neretva River in the city of Mostar. The bridge was built in the 16th century by order of Sultan Suleiman of the Ottoman dynasty and designed by architect Mimar Kurutan. The bridge has a distinctive arch with two fortresses as doors on the west and east sides. This bridge is considered to be the bearer of the Balkan Islamic architectural style. The Star-Most Bridge is also a traditional location for local youth to jump from the highest point of the bridge into the river. This tradition is a test of courage for them. Now, not only local youth but also tourists participate in this activity, even paying local youth for jumping courses. In addition to the Star-Most Bridge, tourists can walk around the old town of Mostar and explore the iconic old buildings there. Many typical souvenir shops offer goods, one of which is traditional Bosnian carpets. Gazi Huzrev Beg Madrasa, one of the most historic schools in the Balkan region, is located in the middle of the Beskarsaja market. Founded around 460 years ago, this madrasa has educated more than 10,000 ulama, imams, hafiz and philosophers from the Bosnian region. Now, this madrasa has followed developments in the world of education, where 60% of the subjects are Islamic and the rest are general subjects. Another unique thing is that classes for male students are always separated from classes for female students. Gazi Huzrev Beg Madrasa is also famous for its students' Naziad chanting, which is popular not only in Bosnia but also throughout the world. This madrasa cannot be separated from the Gazi Huzrev Beg Mosque, which is located nearby. After standing for hundreds of years, this mosque has become a gathering center for Sarajevo Muslims to carry out prayers in the midst of their activities. Well, this brings us to the end of our session today. Hopefully, this video can inspire and benefit all of us. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you won't miss any new videos full of wisdom from Hikmah Islam.